What's going on, people? Just woke up, had a cup of coffee, gonna make another cup of coffee, because coffee is life, life is coffee. Don't believe me? Have a coffee. Feel how you have a life. And welcome to my vlog. Oh, this box of caramel ripple, she's not gonna last. I'll tell you that right now. Because I've been going through a lot of this coffee because it is so damn tasty. My goodness. Coffee's so good, I have yet the bulletproof one. So I did. So let's see how this tastes. Guys, you ever had those oat caramel snacking cakes? Okay, well it tastes nothing like that, but it's pretty damn good though. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with myself today. I got nothing really on the go. Just kind of sitting around watching some YouTubes and, well, I'm still in my pajamas. So that's something. Guess I could check the comments from yesterday's video and see what's going on. Maybe somebody asked a question that I can answer, you know, 2 days later. Hey, only 5 comments. It says only 5, but I only see 3. Okay. I am incredibly hungry right now. So I'm gonna blast myself a steak. Because that feels like the right thing to do. So I got my value pack. Value pack! Didn't quite fit in the air fryer as a whole, so cut it in half, toss her in, season it up, blast it. Alright, it's all seasoned, so back into the air fryer it goes. Set it for 15 minutes, let it cook. Something else I researched on YouTube is people are using their air fryers and 60 minutes and thin sliced beef, and they're making beef jerky out of it. All you do is you set it to the lowest possible temperature you can set your air fryer. Mine only goes to 30 minutes, but like the newer digital ones, you can go higher than that. You can go for 60 or 90 or 120 minutes. Mind you, if you're cooking like any food in it, you at high temperatures, you wouldn't want to go that high because you'd end up with charcoal. But if you're cooking like a steak at low heat to turn it into beef jerky, that would work. And what they're doing is they're putting skewers and they're hanging the meat from the top of the air fryer, letting it hang down after it's been marinated, and that's how they're making their beef jerky. And I've been thinking, because I do that from time to time, there's some pretty thinly sliced steaks at the grocery store that I've seen. I've been thinking about buying a pack of them, chopping it up, marinating it overnight, and then trying to air fry it to do some beef jerky. Now, my buddy, he's done his in the oven. He used a cookie sheet, laid it out, and blasted it, and then every once in a while comes along, flips it, blasts it. You know, the lowest temperature possible, about 160. Just enough to get the moisture out of it, but not enough to cook it. So that's what I was thinking about doing with the air fryer. You know, even if I can only do like 500 grams at a time, who cares? It's still beef jerky. It'd be a kind of a neat and interesting experiment to do. Like, there's tons of YouTube videos out there, so doing it for the content's kind of pointless. But if you're able to make beef jerky in 60 minutes, imagine how great that would be for a party snack or a Netflix and chill session. Just putting that out there. So I think tonight I'm probably going to take a rip over to Walmart. I want to get some gas for the truck anyway. And the reason why I want to go to Walmart is because I'm going to look into some mouse traps. And probably some peanut butter for said mouse traps. Because Scampers slaughtered another one. Well, I'm going to say Scampers, but I'm pretty sure Oreo had a part to play in it. Because you should have seen the, well, there's no way I could have shown the condition of that mouse. Wow. There was not much left of it. It was pretty brutally assaulted. Feel bad for the poor little feller. Well, I'm looking at Walmart's website right now, as you can tell. And I'm looking at these ones here, these Predator mouse traps. They're $5. They got 18 reviews and 5-star. I think they're the ones that kill the mouse, which I'm okay with, like, whatever. There's enough mice out there in the world, they're not exactly endangered. Reviews are mostly 5 and 4. Caught 3 mice under the sink, that's cool. So there we go. Best trap ever, best trap, it does the job, great mouse trap, impressive. You know what? Good enough for me. So it doesn't say on here what aisle it's in. Just says they're in stock. That's one thing that Canadian Tire has over top of Walmart. When you go to buy something off of their site, it'll actually tell you where to find it in the store. Where on Walmart it just says, yeah, we got them. Come and get them. Hey, come and get it. Come on into the store and spend some money. So they're $5 for 2. That should be more than enough to slaughter a couple rodents. No, they're not humane. They do kill, but you know what? Whatever. They're gonna get killed anyway if my cat, you know, decides to one day be a freaking cat and starts doing her job instead of making me have to go out and buy a supplement cat. Eh? A supplement to the cat. A freaking... Anyway, steak is good to go. So I'm gonna go upstairs and drop this on my face. Probably gonna head to Walmart a little later. Let the crowd calm down. Hate going there when it's busy. Trying to get around, you got people slamming into you with their shopping carts and just being belligerent because 'tis the season, right? Everybody's trying to get their holiday shopping done, and some of us don't wait till the last minute, me being one of them. Man, I need a coffee after dinner because coffee is life. Coffee is great, coffee is grand. Whoever came up with the idea of crushing up coffee beans, pouring hot water over them into a cup, is quite possibly the most smartest person on the planet Earth. Should I make a pot? Because I found another one of these. These Starbucks. I wonder where you can buy these. Like, these little pouches. Because, like, it made the perfect pot of coffee the other day. Like, I kid you not. It was, by far, the tastiest coffee I've had out of this coffee maker in a while. Which says a lot. Because I've done some pretty tasty Tim Hortons brew in here and other kinds, and this was by far one of the tastiest coffees I've ever ran through this percolator. I wonder if they sell these pre-packaged, ready-to-go carafe style coffees, or if this is something that you gotta get from a hotel room. I'm pretty sure Dad brought these back for me when he went to one of his union things, or all I know is they're friggin' fantastic, and I really appreciate it. So we'll let that brew up, and then we'll make a coffee, and should be good. Also currently not wearing the Fitbit. Look at how much damage it did to my wrist. Jesus Murphy, eh? I'm currently not wearing my Fitbit because it needs a charge. But remember the other day I was talking about how AMD is putting the guts to Intel? Well, I read in the news today that Intel now feels the fear and they're coming back with a vengeance. Apparently they got some new architecture coming out called 3D chiplet. Don't know what it's going to do. I don't know if that means they're going to be stacking the chips one on top of another to increase the core count in the processor, or how that's going to even work. But this is the reason why I'm so happy that AMD was putting the guts to Intel. Let me explain. Like I mentioned before, AMD has had times when they've been able to outperform Intel. And when they've done that, and they've outperformed Intel, Intel turned around and just laid into them hard and produced something just revolutionary, which is great. And we're going through that right now again with Ryzen, because Ryzen is really pushing the boundaries and really, you know, putting the guts to Intel. So now Intel's got to, you know, come up with something that's going to destroy them. For the longest time, Intel's been the king of the game. If you think about it, you look at a Sandy Bridge, 2600K, and then you look at a 7700K, there ain't really that much difference. They just, you know, kind of added a couple more instruction sets, maybe up the clock rate a little bit here and there. But like the 2600 that is in my Dell XPS 8300 is a 3.4 gigahertz, and a 6700 that is in like a Dell 8900 is a 3.4 gigahertz. Both clock rates are exactly the same. So where's the improvement? Just a couple instruction sets. A little bit better handling on some encoders and decoders. Nothing really to write home about until the 8700 came out, which was to combat the Ryzen technology that was out there of multiple cores, of like Ryzen 7, 17, 18, and 18X having like 4 core or 8 cores, 16 threads. All of a sudden Intel was like, oh crap, and they're beating our 7700 by a lot. We got to do something. Onward came the 8700 and 8700K, which basically was pretty much compared to the Ryzen chips, except for in certain conditions. Intel has always been the better gamer for their single core operation and dual core operation. But if you're looking for a workstation, something to render videos on, or a well-balanced computer, something to play games on and render videos, Ryzen still wins. It's been proven. Ryzen will decimate for a workstation. So Intel's got to rethink it, and that's what they're working on. The other thing is Intel's always been more expensive than AMD. Like an 8700K, I think, is a $600 chip. A 2700X is like a $400 chip. A 2700 non-X, which, unlike Intel's non-K and K, the only difference between them two is the K is unlocked, so you can overclock it, and a non-K isn't, so you can't. AMD, however, all the X is a higher base clock rate set from the factory, but the non-X's can easily hit the X's speeds. So buying an X is more for bragging rights than anything else. Some people say they got better core internals. They can take a little bit more, a little bit more throttling before they'll fail. Other people say it's just a marketing scam so that people who don't want to bother with overclocking will just buy the X chip and get the faster clock speeds and run it out of the box like that. Like right now I'm overclocking my 1600X. It's running at 3.8 gigahertz stable, turbo boosting to 4.3, and it runs great. I can't complain about it. It's a little rocket ship. It does what I need it to do and then some. When you're banging out 25-minute vlogs in 17 minutes flat at 60 frames per second, 1080p, keep in mind I'm also using SSDs to hold the media footage and rendering too, so there's not really much of a bandwidth problem as far as read-write goes. It's all in all, it's an awesome workstation processor, and it overclocks well. You don't need to overclock them though. It's having this competition, and you see it everywhere. If a company has no competition, they have no reason to innovate and better themselves. Like you saw it with Intel. Bulldozer technology came out, but it was too little too late. Intel wasn't really doing much from the 2nd generation to the 7th generation of their CPU. It was just 5 years of the same bullshit with a different freaking code onto it. Who cares? It wasn't until competition came back they stepped up the game and started actually producing good stuff. Look at the cell phone world. I rip on iPhones all the time, but could you imagine if nobody stepped up? Like if Google didn't step up and produce Android and actually refine it to what it is today, to being such a great mobile operating system? Do you honestly think iOS would be where it is? We all joke and talk about how like iPhone rips off Android and Android rips off iPhone, and iPhone was the first one to run the notch, but theoretically it was Android with the Essentials phone, and so on and so forth. And we're all pretty quick to start taking stabs back and forth. But the thing is every time somebody does something different, somebody else wants to up them. Do it better and do it better and do it better. And in the end, the winner is us, the consumer. Because all these people are competing back and forth, and we're reaping the benefits of, okay, well, move. I think my cat just got another mouse. Scampers? I don't know where my cat is, but I heard the squeaking sound of the mouse, same as the other day when the mouse was pinned underneath the grate. She was taking shots at it. Oh, there you are. Are you hunting? Scampers? Are you hunting? Please don't rub me against the camera. Please don't do that. I thought she had a mouse. This is why we need to go to Walmart tonight. There's not one trapped into there again. I have still no idea how that happened. But back on topic. This is why we need competition like this. Could you imagine how dull and boring the car world would be if there was only one person manufacturing cars? Like, let's say only Ford or only General Motors was out there. There's competition in the car world right now. GM is fighting Ford, Ford's fighting Dodge, Dodge is fighting GM, GM's fighting Dodge. The big three, as we call them, always trying to produce the better pony car and the faster engine, the Dodge Demon, and Chevy's whatever the frig they put in their Camaro, and Ford and their stuff, and obviously the Demon has the more stake in it because everybody knows about the Demon and the Hellcat. Probably heard those terms about 7,200 frickin' times. But like, all these companies are fighting between each other. Can you imagine if GM and Ford both folded and Dodge was the only one left? How lame their stuff would become? It's like Subaru and Mitsubishi. I like to compare those two, or Toyota and Nissan, or Toyota and Honda. Theoretically, Toyota, Honda, and Nissan. You know, those guys are always fighting, trying to produce the best whatever. Subaru and Mitsubishi are always neck and neck, trying to produce the best all-wheel drive sports car. It's awesome, because if one of them were to fold and there's only one left, one survivor, innovation stops and they just keep rebadging the same old shit. That's no good. We don't need that. We always like to improve, have something better. You know, this is the reason why I wish somebody could oppose a company like Tesla and start producing an electric car with a better battery or whatever, to really make Elon Musk have to go, wow, okay, these guys are outdoing me. Now I got to outdo them. And then this other company goes, oh, look at that guy, show off. He's outdoing us. Better outdo them. And it's just non-stop. And we reap the benefit. It's awesome. That's what we need, is like an Elon Musk part 2 to come after Elon Musk and them just to have an innovations war and produce some ultimate electric car. Echo. Oh, there's a real wicked echo in here. Wonder why. The room's still filled with junk. Innovation improves quality, and competition improves innovation. Remember that. Okay, so it's about 8 o'clock. Yup, on the dot. I pretty much almost slayed that whole 10-cup pot of coffee. It's been pretty good to me. Already let the dog out a couple times. Just kept running to the back of the entranceway. Let him out. Walks around for a bit. Goes back inside. Typical scruffy floppy poppy woppy. So, it's my last cup of coffee. Like I said, it's about it. Well, now it's 8:05. Yeah, you can't read that. But I'm gonna go to Walmart probably about an hour or so. The mall closes at 9. The mall closes at about 9, which means traffic at the mall should die down. It's not like going there when it's really busy. You got everybody pushing shopping carts, and a lot of people go there and they shop when they're sick. And even though I'm gonna be working from home for this week, I don't want to get sick. Also, guys, I've been trying this here. I forgot I had this. It's stevia, but it's like just granulated. It's good for baking with. It's good for, you know, other things. It's literally just erythritol, and it's awesome in coffee. But one thing it does is it makes you have to poop. But the thing I do like about that stevia is you don't need much. See, the problem I'm having with the monk's fruit is I've tried 1 package, 2 packages, 3 packages, 4 packages, and at 4 packages, it finally starts to taste the way I like my coffee. I like my coffee sweet. I've drank it black. I can drink it black, but I prefer not to. The way I see it, you only get one life, people. Enjoy it as much as you possibly can, but also try and be healthy and, you know, not overindulge. So, yeah. Yeah, I say that after having 5 coffees, 6 coffees back to back. Don't overindulge, but have 6 coffees back to back, eh? I need a freaking haircut.
Predicted to be -7 in 5.
I'll just ask her what the weather out was, because I'm gonna fire up the truck, rock a piss. Gotta put my belt on because I'm not wearing that right now. We're gonna take a rip over to Walmart. I figure if we're gonna buy peanut butter for a trap, we should try and find something low in carbs that I can actually eat too, because that'd be good. Haven't had peanut butter in a long freaking time, people. Like, I spent the most part of my life allergic to peanuts. And then I was finally able to eat them one day and just never really got into peanut butter. Rex loves the story of me not being able to eat peanut butter, and then all of a sudden one day being able to eat it and experiencing a peanut butter cookie for the first time, or O. Henry bar for the first time, or Reese's peanut butter cup. He thinks it's hilarious because, you know, some people just take peanut butter for granted. They just don't even think about it. And then there's me. I went like about 30 years without being able to eat peanuts. And then one day I accidentally ate something peanut butter flavored, or peanut butter content, and I didn't die, so I went and got retested and no longer had a peanut allergy. Sweet. Somebody did say your allergies will alter over time, so I wonder when I did actually lose that allergy. Wonder how long I've just been afraid of peanuts for no reason. Who knows? Alrighty, I have no idea what the condition of that truck's windows are gonna be as far as the heat goes blowing on it. Hopefully good. I don't need to bring a dart with me. It's not like we're going anywhere, we're just going to Walmart. So what I've been doing now is I mix up my juice, just flavoring and VG, no nicotine. And that's what I'm gonna do until I'm ready to pack it up and call her quits. But yeah, I really don't need to bring a dart with me. It's funny at work though, because they made it a real inconvenience to vape. Basically, they kicked the smokers off the property, and the new law in Ontario treats electronic cigarettes just like cigarettes. So anywhere you can't smoke, you can't vape. And that'd be the law. So, because of that, and being such a pain in the arse, go to where you're allowed to get that snow off of there. But because it's like a pain in the arse to go outside for a vape, where the hell's my brush? What the? Man, that's one thing I don't like about this truck, is there's no illumination back here. Okay, well that makes no sense. Ah, here it is. Found it. I don't know how the hell it got there, but it got there. I use this one here a lot more. It's easier to get into tight spots because it doesn't sit as high as the Snow Joe, which sits way too freaking high. And you can't really get in to where the wipers are and pull all that snow off. But with this thing, it works mint. It's just it's so old that it's got this huge spread in the middle here because of just years and years of use. I had this brush since 2002 when I had my Ford Tempo. 16 years later, multiple vehicles later, still using the damn thing. How many people do you know who can say they've had a snow brush in their vehicle for the past 16 years? The same snow brush. Probably not many. I know a bunch of people at work will swap them out every year. Oh, I gotta buy a new brush. Oh, I happened to brush last year. It's old. It's not a reason to throw it away. Imagine if we did that with people. Well, it's hard to see because my window's filthy as frig, but we just got out of Walmart. Got a bunch of stuff. Let's go home. Alright people, we're home. And I bought some stuff at Walmart. Got myself one of these Coke Zeros because I can drink it. It's allowed on keto. Doesn't have any carbs or anything in it. Decided to buy, I bought the one Keurig K-Cup of this at the store down the street. Salted caramel coffee. I know I got my caramel drizzle coffee, but I had that one before and it was delicious. And I was going to get some Montreal steak spice, but I saw this. It's the keg steak spice. Look at that. It was like $2 more than Montreal steak spice. And check out this difference in the size of the bottle. This is ridiculous. So Montreal steak spice versus the keg. $2 more gets you like a second or third bottle of it. Such a good deal. Such a good deal. So tomorrow night when I make my steak, we're going to give this a try. Sweet, it even fits up in the steak spice holders place thingamajig. Also, Walmart carries the Great Value Stevia. So I bought a couple more boxes of that because super cheap there. Like $2. Can't go wrong with that. I would have bought more, but I only had so many. And then the mouse traps. Yes, we need that. Then the mouse trap bait. They said to use peanut butter. I bought almond butter because maybe I can make the mice keto. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. And I wanted a snack for tonight. I found these. More meat sticks, but check this out. Let me show you the macros on these. They're actually pretty good. So this is per 2 pepperoni sticks. But you get 220 calories, 1 gram of carbs, which is actually a fiber, so it cancels itself out, and 15 grams of protein per 2 sticks. 64 grams. This is a 500 gram bag, so you get the math. And sorry if this sounds like I'm repeating myself, the camera just did that buffer overload thing. Lovely. But the macros are pretty good. And I bought a couple more of these squirt juice things. I got, what are you? Coconut and pineapple and strawberry banana. Okay, so it says load the bait into the guy. I guess that's that hole right there. And then you push down on the thing. Dude, guys, check this out. This is crazy. Look at the teeth on this frickin' thing. I was all worried about the cat hurting the mice. This thing is gonna rip them a friggin' new one. Sweet. Just gotta make sure the cat doesn't get in there. Okay. Trap is set. right over there. So we'll see if we catch ourselves a Mickey. Hopefully we do. And I'll use that knife to make sure none of the animals open the cupboard, especially the cat. The dog doesn't open it, but, you know, the cat definitely will. I get them confused all the time because they're both the same size. And I got a spare trap to put somewhere. Sweet. I think I just heard a snap. I think we might have had our first kill. Hey, might have got our first kill. Sitting upstairs and... That's open. Survey says we got him. Holy shit, did we ever get him? Poor little feller. Alright, let's get that thing out of there. I almost feel bad for the little guy. Pretty hardcore. I heard the snap upstairs. Like, and I'm watching Stranger Things on Netflix. I'm rewatching it because that was a great show. I thought it was filmed in Quebec. No, it turns out it was filmed in the States. Filmed out of Virginia. Virginia! So, or not Virginia, Georgia, or... I don't know, I can't remember the name of the frickin' town now. But I'm watching TV, and like the part of the movie right now is they're at a Halloween party, there's music playing and stuff, and I heard the snap go off, followed by scampers upstairs banging on the door because it freaked her out, because this cupboard was open. So she was obviously down here inspecting that cupboard, because there was a mouse in there, and Dum Dum went after her. Do I have enough power on my GoPro? I don't know if this is a good idea, but I might set up this GoPro in there with a light and see if we can catch the next kill. Why not? Right? What do I got for a light? I got this thing here. Does this even work? It's so iffy. What do I got? Okay, right now I need to urinate. Let's see what we can do. So that light's not going to do it. Thought I had another light source, but I don't. Up in here, I thought I had a lantern. Yes, I do. Do you have power? I don't know if this one here is a plug-in and charge, or if it's just batteries. Cool. Oh, I know YouTube's going to frown on this because all the liberals are going to freak out, and, well, you know how dumb YouTube's. Why is there a piece of kibble in it? But you know how dumb YouTube has become with people having fun and filming the effectiveness of a product. Alright, so to set this thing here, you literally grab this, push it down, it's set. That's easy. So much easier than those old wooden metal ones, eh? So, what I'm thinking is, you see where they're coming in from, right? Like, you get it now. Oh man, I got so much garbage under here that I should have looked at and thrown out. Like this stuff here can go in the garbage. This I still need. Actually, I might put the light right in this and turn it on. The GoPro. Where did I put the GoPro? There it is. The GoPro. I'll fire that up. Set that right there. And then we'll take Mr. Trap here. Put it up against the wall again. Then we'll close the door. Put my trusty knife lock in place. There we go. Cat can't open that. Dog can't open that. And when we hear a snap, we'll come and check on it. Let's see if we got another victim. No, nothing yet. Maybe it's too bright. I don't know. We'll let it go. This isn't getting too hot, is it? No? Okay, good. Alright, lock her back up and go from there. You've been replaced with a $5 trap. How do you feel about that? Hey, stop moving up on me. You've been replaced. Your job has been easily outsourced for $5 freaking. How do you feel? Hey? How do you feel? How do you feel knowing that you've been replaced by a $5 device? You're lucky you're cute. That's all I gotta say about that. Man, this sucks. I'm already getting sleepy. Probably saying, Adam, why does this suck? It's gotta be at least 1 o'clock in the morning. It is, but I need to teach myself to stay up until 7. So, I'm gonna make myself a coffee in hopes that I can stay up a bit later. I'm also gonna check on the trap to see the condition. Let's do that now. Trap never went off, but the GoPro did. It's out of power, I gotta recharge it. Okay, so maybe there's only 2 mice in the house that I could catch. I don't know. You wanna go outside? Is that what you want? Okay, I'm gonna let them out. I'll leave that trap down there loaded and ready to rock. Could also be that the light might be scaring them off. You know, they probably see that going and right away they're like, oh Jesus, this guy might be filming a YouTube video. Maybe I shouldn't go for the trap and kill myself. That's probably not what they're thinking, but if it is, that's pretty screwed up. Oh, let's give one of these bad boys a rip. Salted caramel. Alrighty, well I'm gonna pan through the GoPro footage just to see what it got. Maybe a mouse messed around with the trap or something, but I can definitely tell it wasn't set off, so that's a thing. Alrighty, well, 5:45 in the morning. Oh, I'm friggin' tired. I can't stay up any longer. What I'm doing right now is coming in the bedroom, plug in my phone, I kinda drained it, and we'll let it get some power, and I'm going to bed shortly. We'll let the dog out, check the mouse trap one more time, see what the situation is. Both Kitty and Puppy are in the living room. Puppy looks a little concerned, but he always has that look on his derpy face. Alright, let's let him out, then we'll check the trap. I heavily doubt we have anything, but yeah, we got nothing. I'm just gonna keep locking this here up with this for now, because it works. It's hard to pull out, and like I said, Scamper's could only get it open. She could easily get in there. Well, that's not good enough then. What if I do that? That's better. That'll prevent her from getting through. Things I gotta do to protect my animals because they're stupid, and we'll go in there and get a mouse trap on their face. Because that's what I really need, is to have to bring my cat to a vet to get a mouse trap damage undone from her face. Come on, Oreo, let's go. Sitting outside sniffing his turds. Like, what a dog. Well, that one mouse that I've already killed tonight, that's probably the one that's been hanging out under there and making the cat open up all the cupboards there and all that nonsense. Wish there was another way I could use to keep these cabinets closed, because she keeps opening up the pantry down here, or the Lazy Susan. And if I were to be able to lock that one there and put a trap in there, I bet you I can get another one. Untie the dog. Oh, I'm sure in a couple days there'll be a couple more coming up on those traps. But anyway, people, I'm going to shut her down. Probably going to finish editing this after I wake up, and then upload it to YouTube's. I got a couple days. We're good. Look at the kitten. She looks so happy. But anyway, people, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go in the comment section below. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.